Hey guys, this video is sponsored by G2A.com. Head over to the link in the description to get all your PC games, apps, and in-app purchases for a lot cheaper. Hey guys, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how you can get a gaming PC for cheap. Now you can get a pretty decent gaming PC for like maybe less than $500, maybe less than $1,000 if you want better specs. But these are a lot cheaper if you want to go with my option and go custom built. You can spend a little bit more and go for pre-built, but if you're really on a budget, your best option is to go custom built. So if you want a really cheap gaming PC, head over to the link in the description, or you can head over to this link, which is PCPartsPicker.com. Now, once you get here, we're gonna go to view your system build. Hit new. Start a new parts list, and now we're gonna choose CPU, which is our. Not sure what it stands for. Computer processing unit. Computing processing unit. I'm not sure. What we're gonna do is we're going to choose a processor. Now, what we're looking for here is usually more cores and a higher speed. Now, gigahertz is GHz, and that's how you measure the speed of a processor, and I guess GPUs too. And we're also looking for a higher wattage. It doesn't really matter the wattage though. We're more worried about the number of cores and the and the speed. So you also want to make sure you get the best price for what you're getting though. Now here's one for $90, which is actually a pretty good price. But the problem is here, I mean, we got a pretty good speed, but we only have a quad core processor, and I like to go for 6 core processors. So here we have 8 and 3.6 gigahertz. This is a 9700K, which is a really powerful processor, but that is $400. This one is 200, and we got 3.6 gigahertz, 6 cores. That's pretty good. Wow. Okay. Look at that. Now CPU cooler. Let's see if this one comes with a CPU cooler. It includes a CPU cooler. That is good. Now, what integrated graphic? Now, this does not have integrated graphics, so we are kind of forced to get a graphics card. But we do not have to buy a CPU cooler because the processor includes one. Now for motherboard. Now make sure they usually support 32 or 64 gigabytes of RAM, but always make sure you check ahead of time and make sure you also have enough RAM slots for your desired RAM. Here we have a $65 one. 64 gigs of RAM, 4 RAM slots, micro ATX, 3.5 stars. We can try it out. And you can also keep checking up here with the compatibility check to make sure that all the parts that you've chosen will work together. Memory, which also means RAM. Okay. So I recommend you go for at least 16 gigabytes, but 8 gigabytes will be fine. So here we have 8 gigabytes for $47, which is a pretty good price, but also $45, $45. But those are both 8 gigabytes. I kind of want 16. Actually, here's 95 for 16. This is pretty good. Just keep looking, see if we can get a better price. Again, 8 gigabytes. You can't really get a really good price unless you're going 8 gigabytes. So we could go for this one, because 8 gigabytes will probably be fine. Alright. Storage. Now this is like your hard drive. Now I recommend SSDs. HDDs are fine, but if you really want a fast PC, I really recommend SSDs. And you can get them decently cheap. Now here's one for 20 bucks. Here's one for 30 bucks. That's actually a really good bargain for an SSD. But this one's 20, but it's only 120 gigs, and I'm guessing you're gonna want more for a gaming PC. So you could probably get away with just 240 gigabytes, but you might want to add like a hard drive on top of that with more storage, or maybe an external hard drive just to give you some more storage on top of this SSD. But if you want some more storage, I recommend you have like a smaller SSD and then a bigger HDD. So we're gonna go ahead and pick this 240 gigabyte SSD for 30, which is a bargain, by the way, guys. Now here's the graphics card, GPU or graphics processing unit. TI is just a better version of that card. So like a 1050 Ti would be better than the GTX 1050. You also want to pay attention to the amount of video RAM you're getting. See this 1050 Ti, that's decently cheap, but we still only got 4 gigabytes of video RAM, or GPU memory. Now see, this one's like 1400, which is probably out of our price range, because this video is about a cheap PC, not a powerful PC. So probably not going to go for the 20 series or the RTX series. I like the 1060s. They're powerful enough for most games, running like at like 1080p. This one is 200, which is a decent price for a 1060. But we're gonna keep looking. 1080 Ti, that's $800 though. You can really get away with a lot for a 1080 Ti. Actually, here we got a 1060. That's only a 1063 gigabytes though. So I think we're gonna go for the 6 gigabytes VRAM though, just to stay safe. This one's a little overpriced because you're still getting the GTX 1060 6 gigabytes, but it's $370. Yeah, you're usually going to want more than this 2 gigabytes of video RAM. I think we might end up going with that 1060, guys, that we saw. Alright, yeah, let's go for that. So right here. Wait, no. Not this one. It will be... Didn't I just find one for like $199? Aha, there we go. 1066 gigabytes for $199. Let's add that. So far we are at 541, which isn't terrible. We can also go for a cheaper CPU if we choose later. Let's go to choose a case. These are really just for looks. So if you want a case that has an RGB fan on it, you can, but those sometimes are more expensive. And cases are decently cheap. Here's a nice cheap one. And it's a nice case too. I like that. Cooler Master, which is a decently trusted brand. But it is only 3 stars. $35? Is it actually that cheap? That actually looks decent too. Oh, look at that. Okay, I think we're actually gonna go with this. That's 5 stars? Oh wow. Okay. Now if you really didn't like the non-RGB style of it, you really could go for some RGB RAM. But that does usually cost a little bit more than your normal RAM. Power supply. This is basically where you're getting your power. So you're usually gonna want to go for more than 550 watts, and like more than 650 to be really safe. $19.99. That's only 450 though. 600 watts for, and it's 4.5 stars for $49. I don't think we're gonna get much better than that, so let's go with that. And you can buy an operating system, but you can really just pirate Windows for free. Everybody does it, by the way. Optical drive. We don't really need one. None of these are mandatory, like monitors. These, we don't need them. Peripherals, we don't need them. I mean, if you already have keyboards and mice and speakers and headphones, you're fine. If you don't, and you already have a monitor, you're fine. But here's just a whole bunch of different monitors to pick from. And look guys, we just built a $625 PC. It's really hard to beat this, guys. That's less than $700. Yeah, that's like a really good price. Wow, guys. Well, anyway, guys, that's about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Or to comment, like, subscribe, and remember to check out G2A in the description if you want to get your PC games, gift cards, in-app purchases for a lot cheaper than you normally would. Go check out my link in the description, and it will support me as well. So, win-win situation, guys. See ya.